Well, good evening. It's another video. This time it's actually an upload, not a live feed, of the current state of the website which I'm working on, called Project Parley. That's projectparley.co.uk. And I'll explain that first video, which I'll probably explain now, probably better to put it through as we speak, about what the details are on this website. This website is going to grab all the voting data of the current MPs and previous MPs, and that should give you a rating score of how conservative they are. Now, I'll go into more detail as we develop this website. I'll give you a scenario what it looks like now, because that first stream I did was starting it from scratch and I couldn't get anywhere really with it. So I scrapped that and started from complete from scratch. I kept the exact same plan, the layout, how I'm going to work on it. So what I'm going to show you is going to be very, very basic, but it's just worth giving an idea of what it may look like, at least in terms of data, not in terms of the actual aesthetics or the display. So eventually I might be able to get this into an app in the future, but mainly first thing is to get into a website. Now I know you can get data on They Work For Me, I can't forget the domain, theyworkforme.com I think it is, or on Hansard, which is good, but this is just trying to simplify things as much as possible, and then look at how we can analyze more data and develop into even bigger things. But again, this is the basics first. I want to think too big here and say, oh, no, do all these things on this website. Like, no, let's take it easy, step by step, and at least just give you an idea what it looks like now. So if I go to the page, you'll see here at the website of projectparley.co.uk, MP votes page, main one. Again, this is just a basic setup at the moment. It's going to look different than this when it's the final product, but for now, that's what we'll do. So I'm just going to take you as an example MPs. So just, I suppose just the best thing to tell you what it says there. Probably see it for yourself. Browse MPs, parties, constituencies, and historical divisions with vote by vote labeling progressive versus conservative based on the per division classification. So constituencies does have the data there, but it's very, very limited. So if we take any constituency at the moment, let's go to Aldershot, for example. You can see the current MP is Alex Baker, Labour Party. There's no data on nation, population. See history, no terms recorded, and they said the wordings are different, but this information will be more populated in terms of the area, maybe the breakdown of ethnic groups and so on, and age as well. But we'll get that in the future. But for now, just focus on the MPs first, which is what I'm trying to do. So if I just go to Alex Baker, for example, and you'll see here I said there's nothing at the moment because this is the very beginning of it. Just give you an idea where we're heading in the first stage of this website. You've got party, constituency, first elected, active years, progressive score, conservative score, and classified. Progressive, I don't know how that's doing, that shouldn't be there at all. And then it says terms no recorded. But voting records is going to be a key area here. The other thing I'm going to try and work on is to make it more mobile friendly if I can, because it looks good on the web page as zoomed in on your computer or your tablet, but on mobile phone I'm not entirely sure. That's going to require a bit of work. So again, firstly, so if I want to search MPs, I can search Lee Anderson, for example, and then Lee Anderson will pop up. I should put Lee in there, of course. You get more Lees there, you can see. You can go directly to the party, of course, and the party will show the current MPs they have at the moment. All MPs historical and current, of course, that will change because obviously there's a few MPs from Reform that have already gone. And active, found the dissolved website and so on. There'll be more. This is just the basic setup to give you an idea and where I'm heading to. This is to begin with. So as I do more videos, I want to show the changes, the details we have on there, how I'm doing things, why am I doing that, of course, and plus, when it comes to, for example, the conservative progressive scoring, it's crucial that I actually do break that down too. Again, we'll get there in the end, but so if I go straight to East Wiltshire, go there, tell me Darren Kruger's a Reform UK MP. Of course, he defected recently. Nigel Farage, as you can see, looking smug. But again, this will be more updated. Parties, you can see here, I'm looking to put certainly multiple parties here and additional ones which have been either have no MPs and who passed parties which used to be around, because historical data will go back a long time, but that's not the main focus. That'll be the long term prospects when it comes to this website, but we'll see where we go to begin with. Go Scottish National MP, yes, Scottish National Party, and you look at SNPs here as well. That's that pretty much. So if I just come out of that, we've only got 9 MPs, is it? Looks like it. Labour here is divided into two. I might have to correct this because it says Labour Co-op and Labour. They're both Labour, by the way. So Labour do have a lot of MPs here, not 362 only. Independent ones you can see there. And of course, a few of them Rupert Lowe used to be for Reform, and of course James McMurdoch as well. I didn't realise Jeremy Corbyn was in it, but I thought it was part of your party. Clearly not. So yeah, that's something which is to think about going forward. But I thought I'll give you the quick idea of what it looks like. The visions are nothing there at the moment, but this is going to contain a lot. And I'm trying to think about, well, what kind of data do you want on that page? Of course, it'll be the votes, what they're about. And if you vote a certain way, depends on whether it's actually a conservative approach or a progressive approach. And in addition to that, if you remember, there's also a first reading and a second reading. You can vote one way on the first reading and vote another way on the second reading. That will technically affect your score as well. So the scoring process as well is not going to be a final determination as to whether they're conservative or not, but a way of trying to show the mindset of these MPs when they vote as well. And it does take, it's a way of trying to get into that data very quickly and know, okay, this is what my MP's voted on, this is what his voting record is, this is how he votes on these issues. And we're going to also divide all these divisions to healthcare, into border security, immigration, for example, crime, when there's crime bills come forward, how they vote, funding for certain things as well. That's the way we're going to try and do it and make it a bit more easy on the eye, not just purely text. So this actually looks very, very simple at the moment, which is exactly what I have in mind. But going forward, make it more interactive with the user as well. So that's a good update, because the first stream I did, which was recent, I think, what was it, 2 or 3 days ago? And there wasn't many people on there, to be fair. It was very, very, very bland. Okay, and I was struggling to get the coding together, plus using the AI to help me out as well. It was a mess. This is a heck of a lot better. A lot more progress done in the space of 2 days compared to spending 3 hours doing absolutely not much at all, really. So, as I said, this is the first video update. There'll be more updates coming forward. I'll release them like this, and I might do a live stream when we get it to a point where it's actually kind of acceptable in terms of its use, and people will be able to actually go on there and actually look for data and give some feedback. Feel free to. I really appreciate if you do that, and we can make this actually a really good, not just a website, but potentially an app in the future.